guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I might get distracted because I'm watching wrestling. Was it this? I think it was my podcast where I was like, if I was doing a podcast, I don't know why I didn't set it up to where I was more so in front of my TV rather than sitting at my table, my work table where I record all my videos at and stuff. But I should have did it that way. But no, I decided that I'm already here. Might as well just get it out the way and stuff. But anyways, overall what I wanted to talk on was, have I ever uploaded a controversial video or see, that's the thing, I don't know what to really call this. I feel like that's just too long of a title, so I guess like talking on my controversial videos, but more so videos where people just kept like leaving the same comment over and over again, like mad at the fact that I said something in the video where I'm like, for the most part, I was joking. I wouldn't say in any of my videos I've been serious. I'm have to say maybe in very, very few minor, rare times where I've been serious in my videos. But other than that, I had to say, like, recently I did a serious video. But I think before that, it was like maybe earlier this year when I did a serious video. For the most part, I'm like, I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily say that there's some videos, some might consider it serious, but I don't know. I just think that I'm passionate about the video. I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm serious about it. But anyways, so pretty much what I'm going to be talking on to give y'all an example. Well, it's some true stuff. It ain't like really an example. But no, so there was a video that I uploaded a while ago where it was like me reacting to these like, to this like a racing competition with these bikes and stuff. Like, I don't really know the name of it. It's like called the TT series, or I don't know. It's like some like, I'm not gonna like, call it the wrong name, but I thought that was a name. I'm not going to confirm it, but yeah, it's this like racing competition with these bikes. And in the video, so I was obviously joking. I know for a fact that no Red Bull suit at the time. I'm like, I just was a big fan of Red Bull, and I'm like, you see where people dressed up in them Red Bull costumes or outfits. I should maybe correct myself, calling it a costume. It's not a costume. It's this. I just don't like people like that, man. I'm like, look, if we're joking, we're joking. But honestly, if you can you should be able to tell off of something like that I'm joking. But anyways, what I said was that I think I was like, man, I wish or if I were to ever do this, I would wear me a Red Bull outfit or something like that, I guess, to protect I don't know, I said something dumb, but it was a joke. I wasn't being serious about it, but everybody that video, it was like one of my most viewed videos. A lot of people still till this day comment on that video, and yeah, they overall talk on just that part of the video where I was like, not the rest of the video, they just talk on that one part where I'm like, I don't understand why it's such a problem to you guys. Like, obviously, a Red Bull. It's stuff like that where it's the obvious. Why comment? Why talk about it? If it's the obvious, I feel like it shouldn't be up for discussion. But no, to these guys, like, I guess to these diehard fans of this bike competition or racing, yeah, it's a serious subject to them. What makes you think you can react to this for the first time and just know it, you just act like you don't know nothing about it? Like, what's wrong with you? Yeah, it's people like that where it's like where you're just too passionate about something. I'm like, stop it. I'm like, it is not that serious. I'm like, unless you want to treat it as a serious thing, then let me know of that. But don't, like, people that's not obviously passionate about what you're talking about, don't make it into something where it's just like, I just think that it's stuff like that. I'm like, I did not take the time to respond to all those comments. Once when I seen everybody was just focused on that part, I just moved on. I just kept on doing what I've been doing, and that's uploading and posting videos. But even after that, I've had where people have like commented on my videos and stuff, just responding overall to one thing. I remember I did a video this year where I was reacting. So obviously this guy does like trolling rap. Like, it ain't like serious, legitimate, like, what rapper, Kendrick Lamar or Tupac or something. It ain't even like Lil Pump or freaking who else? Like Ski Mask the Slum Guy. Like, it's legitimate just troll rapping. Like, he's trolling. He ain't being serious about it. And I know that, like, listening to it and stuff. But I think I said in the video, I'm all like, yo, if this dude is serious about this, like, this is not the route, bro. This is not the route at all. Because I'm like, I don't know. Like, everything is off beat. It just don't sound like something that you would hear a person blasting in their car. So I'm like, I said some stuff like that. I don't think I said those exact words, but I did say something along those lines. But everybody was just commenting, talking about like, I guess how quote unquote critical I was, and I'm like, bro, I know that this is a joke. Like, I know that this is just comedy, but this is just overall my response to it. Why is it that when people, they ask me to react to something and I have a certain response to it, then that's when they're like, oh, whoa, wait a second, hold on now. Like, why do you responding like this? This is how I respond. This is my true reaction. If you guys want another reaction, that's just defeating the purpose of a reaction video. So I'm like, I'm not going to do a second reaction just to satisfy your guys' needs, but man, I was like, and at that point, I was like, I never wanted, once when everybody was just commenting and talking about, like, that, just overall how I was talking about the song, and I commented, and I said, I'm like, okay, all right, prior before people commenting, they will see my comment, and they would know that, oh, he was just, joking, he wasn't being serious, he knew that this was comedy music, but people would still leaving comments talking about, why was you so critical, why was you... And at that point, I was like, anytime when somebody asked me to react to that music from that artist or any other artist, as soon as I knew what it was, I didn't react to it. I think I reacted to a few songs just to, satisfy that crowd. But at that point, I was like, nah, I don't really see myself going anywhere reacting to these guys. The video that I did react to, the first video, it did get a lot of views, but at the end of the day, I just really want to, focus on what makes me happy with YouTube. I think that should be established, like, before you get happy with a video idea, the YouTuber themselves should be, should also get happy with the video idea. And then if they're not, everybody should know that, like, that's simple math. Like, a positive and a negative is not going to equal a positive. Like, if they feel a negative way about that video, then that's how they feel. Like, y'all shouldn't be all, like, butthurt about it and stuff, but... Yeah, I was like, I did not care for, that. I mean, like, it was funny, but it just how everybody overall responded to it. I'm like, bro, that's how I'm going to react to this music. I'm not being serious about it. Like, if these guys actually decide to pursue a rap career, I'm like, yo, you will go places, regardless of whatever you want to do. Whether it's this music or, some serious music or whatever type of music that you're into. You go for it. Don't listen to me on what I have to say. Like, my criticism or my words or whatever you want to call them, it's not going to, take you anywhere. Don't go based off of what I say. Go based, like, I guess, like, if I am motivating somebody on something or just whatever or everything's, like, just gonna be, like, all life motivation, then listen to what I have to say. But if it's gonna be on some stuff like that, like some like comedy music, and then you're expecting, like I'm gonna say how I feel, but that's just like I'm not gonna be the only one that feels like that. You might hear me early on saying however I need to say about something, but down the road, like when you do, reach a point in time in your career, you're gonna hear that same sort of criticism. You're gonna hear them same words. So it's like it shouldn't be no problem, but. No, it's a problem. But anyways, and then another video. I've talked on this guy before, Minnesota Boy. I know a lot of people was getting on me about like disagreeing with him, but I'm like, he's a racist. Like I don't understand. Like, what was y'all expecting? Like, I don't think you guys overall understand. Like, he's a racist. I'm not going to all of a sudden just become a racist on YouTube. I'm not going to have a YouTube career. I'm trying to turn this into a career, and I know being a racist ain't going to turn anything into a career. So I'm like, nah. Even if it was a career, I still wouldn't want to be a part of it. I'm like, because that's not who I am. That's not me. So I'm like, that's another thing. I'm like, a positive and a negative is not going to equal a positive. So I don't know what he really expected. Like, I said how I needed to feel, and I think that just would have been some fake fan stuff if all of a sudden he was, he like made his, or he responded to me like pretty much like the events of after I had did that first Minnesota Boy reaction video, and he responded to me, and then I said what I said in the original video, but then I, all of a sudden turn around and I'm a fan of him or I'm cool with him. That's some fake fan stuff. That's some fake friends. I don't think he would want that, and I wouldn't want to be a part of that. So yeah, I'm like, that's not gonna work. And so yeah, I was like, I'm not going to. But a lot of people after that video, I had a lot of his fans, like, I've never experienced that before, where I had racist people mad at me because I decided to not be racist. But they tried to hit me with that thing saying black people can't be racist. And to talk about that real quick, anybody can be racist. Racism is rated E for everyone. Rated A for anyone, because anybody can be racist. It ain't like exclusive to certain races and things. Yes, there might be a race that's more racist than another race, but that doesn't mean that within that race that's not as racist, that race is not as racist. That doesn't mean that they're just like not all of it. I got a text message and it distracted me a little bit, but that doesn't mean that there's not going to be any racists in that group. Like, no, there's racist people within any group out there. I think I've talked on that before. How there's I remember it was the YouTuber. It was the YouTuber. By the way, it looks like she's having a good recovery. Bird Martinez, but she has a while ago she was attacked in her home and it was just a crazy situation. But no, she talked on how like some like Hispanic parents can be like racist to like just overall like anybody. Because I think she talked on it how she said she dated a white person and a black person. And her parents, they just had like a certain like feeling about it and stuff. And so it's something that you see. It's something that people experience. And it could be from anybody. It ain't gonna just be exclusively from white people. I'm like, it's just, there might be a lot of racist white people out there. But I'm just like, not all white people are racist. Not all black people are racist. Not all Hispanic people are racist. Not all Asian, Indian, whatever, Canadian, freaking people from parts unknown, from where Kane is from. There's going to be some races, there's going to be no races, but there's going to be a racist individual from that group. So that's why that whole black people can't be racist argument, I always have found that dumb. And I'm like, and I say it, I'm all like, I think that's probably like something controversial, I guess, like with those black people that think along those lines, like, oh, no, black people can't be racist. I'm like, okay, well, there ain't no convincing me. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm a lost hope for that, so I have my mind made up. So I'm like, if I just went on this whole thing about it, and I'm like, do you really think at the end of the day you're going to change my mind? So yeah, I'm like, you could go ahead and try, but I'm like, I just don't think it's going to happen. Even the one guy, the racist Twitter hater that pays attention to literally every movement that I make, he probably has like security cameras set up somewhere around my house. I'm saying there's like random things I see. I'm all like, when did that get here? I'm like, when was that established? Like there'd be certain trees. I'm all like, why that tree look like that? And it's probably a security camera. But anyways, that guy's not white, but he's still racist. So I'm like, it's anybody can literally be racist. So, but anyways, what else? What other controversial videos have I done? Oh, then I think the one video that everybody this podcast episode is more so like an explanation for all of my controversial videos, I guess. But anyways, there's some crazy things happening on wrestling right now. He's like, they got Kevin Owens, he's handcuffing Jey Uso to this rope. Dang, it's some wild stuff. But anyways, but no, so I did this video a while ago called like me roasting haters for like 23 or 26 minutes or something like that. It was like an odd amount of minutes, but anyways, so I did that video, and in that video I remember there was a part where one of the haters it was weird. That dude used to be like a fan of me, but then he turned to hater, and it's like, that's what I'm saying, like that fake fan hater stuff, like or just overall like just somebody being fake. I'm like, it's really builds your trust issues with YouTube. But anyways, so I remember he was like one of the people leading the pack on like spread hate around my name, and he posted a video. So to me it looked like he was just in a bar drunk singing, and I didn't realize that there was like some like history towards that video. So I guess it turns out that his mom had passed away, and that this video was like a tribute video for her. And I did not know that. I swear on everything, I did not know that. I didn't see it in the description. I didn't see it in the title. All I seen was that, overall, I was just like, I'm like getting distracted by watching like TV and so trying to tell y'all this story. But yeah, all I just seen was a video of him just singing and stuff. And so, anyways, I post the video, I upload it, video gets like all these views, mainly from haters. They realize, the guy, the hater, the one that was like a part of or did the singing part, he comes out and says like, yo, that was a tribute thing for my mom. But he tried to like play it off or make it seem like that I was personally attacking his mom. And I'm like, no, that's not the case. Like, if you would have reached out to me and told me what that was, I would have taken that video down. But no, I didn't take the video down because the way that he acted. Hold on for a second. There's just some things going on wrestling right now. So just give me 1 second. I just realized I'm getting ready to make me something to eat after wrestling. So I'm like, I can't be, taking breaks. But anyways, I'm going to try to like multitask. But no, so what was I saying? So yeah, I didn't even know. And I'm like, if he would reached out to me, I had taken the video down like instantly, but he didn't. So overall, I was just like, all right, well, I'm just going to keep the video up. I gave my explanation. I said my apologies. I'm moving forward. But these guys just still kept running with that story. And it even got to the point where the one guy, just a robot, I'm pretty sure everybody, I wouldn't say I've never made any controversial videos with him. I had to say that's probably been my most controversial drama that I've ever experienced on YouTube. I'm most likely going to experience far more worse drama and beefing and all of that stuff in the future. But anyways, but no, I'm like, yeah, I would have to say I've never experienced no like controversial stuff with him. But no, but with that guy, yeah, just a robot though. He had to run with that. I'm like, oh, I have to anything to tear down TMossBoss. Oh yeah, I got to talk about it and stuff. So anyways, yeah, so he talks about it. And I was like, look, I apologize. That's all y'all getting from me. If you guys are expecting anything else, it's not going to happen. So, but yeah, they still was running with the story. So I remember at some point in time, I took back my apology. I was just all like, okay, you guys keep talking about it. And then when I try to come out with an explanation explaining myself on it, then I'm the one that keeps bringing it up or starting. I'm not like, man, get out of here. I'm like, you guys is tripping. So anyways, I was just like, yeah, I'm like, I took back my apology because I'm like, y'all are just running with this story. You guys ain't even being serious about this. So, yeah, I was like, you know what, forget it. But anyways, what other controversial stuff has happened? Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that was like controversial on my part. Well, I mean, it was like more so just like it was a controversial moment, but not a controversial video. But the girl that pretended to be suicidal and then tried to run with that story. I made videos on it, but I wouldn't really say that counts. I don't know. I think that was it. I think that was it on all the controversial stuff. I can't think of like let me check my most viewed videos because I'm like probably some of my most viewed videos would be controversial. No, I can't find nothing. Oh, Battlefield. I remember I did this Battlefield video, and I thought this thing in there was a blimp. But it's like, actually, it's like another name for it. But it looks like a blimp. Like, I think most people in today's generation, especially if you ain't really paying attention to anything from World War One, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, that's a blimp. Like, that's not whatever name they called it and stuff. So, yeah, they were so mad at me for calling it a blimp. And I'm all like, y'all are tripping. Like, ain't nobody paying attention to the names of stuff. They're paying attention to the gameplay. Like, chill out. But anyways, what other controversial videos have I done? I remember people was trying to say that I made fun of Iggy Azalea because of, but literally, this was a Vine video that I did a while ago. And, yeah, people was all, like, trying to say I made fun of her because, so she goes, now that, wrestling is over and I can turn off my TV, but anyway, so she does this, concert where, this was years ago, this wasn't, like, anything recently, but she did this concert where she was up on stage and she was just randomly saying stuff. It didn't even sound like words. And so I made fun of it, but literally everybody was making fun of that video. I just did my own spin to it. But I remember my haters, they tried to use that against me, saying that he made fun of Iggy Azalea. And I'm like, do you honestly think anybody cares? Iggy Azalea has made fun of Iggy Azalea. Like, stop playing with me. I'm like, that's just, to me, I'm like, that's just dumb stuff. Nobody ain't really gonna be like, oh, let's see if TMossBoss did anything on Iggy Azalea. Like, really now? I mean, yeah, that's why that stuff never went viral, because it was just stupid. But anyways, what other controversial videos have I uploaded? Oh, there's this art video I remember I did a reaction to. A lot of people, I guess, didn't like on how so I have to say that this video I was a little criticizing on it because it was such a weird art video. The video to me just did not make any sense whatsoever. This man is like rubbing clay on his body, making noises. It's called Performance Oliver de Sagazan or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, Yeah, I was like, what is this video? And people was asking me to react to it, so I reacted to it. And I'm all like, this is weird. I'm like, I don't know what you really expected. They're like, oh, this is such fine, like, weird noises that he's making, and just such fine, like, clay he's just making. What kind of clay is that? What kind of clay are you using there, sir? I don't think anybody said that. I think everybody had the same reaction that I had in that video. So I'm like, yeah, the people was getting on me about that. I'm like, y'all tripping. I'm like, I'm not going to apologize because I found that. I'm pretty sure that man found that art weird. But anyways, yeah, I think that's about it. Talk on the react another one. I don't have to really say that this was controversial, but I did a video reacting to this girl named Sweet Anita, and there was like people was like getting on her because I guess she said the N word in one of her streams, but she has like Tourette's, so she doesn't have any control of it, and plus she's half black. But people I think like was kind of getting on her about that. I know that there's like I talked to some people about it, and there's just like, oh, well, she should have control. I'm like, you have no control over Tourette's. Tourette's literally you'll just be sitting there just chilling, you done blurted out something. So I'm like, it's a tick. It's like it's sometimes caused like by a brain injury, I think. But if not, then it's just something that you're born with, or it's like something that you develop over the years. I don't know. But I'm like, I know it's a problem, and I know she ain't mean to just go out her way, because I can tell like the difference between hers and then some racist person. You know, like I've like been like, well, I haven't experienced nobody with Tourette's and then said the N word, but I think if I rather had to deal with one or the other, where I had like this old racist lady from when I was 11 years old calling me and my friends the N word, literally for petting a dog, or talking to Sweet Anita, 100% I'm like, Sweet Anita can have all the like N word ticks or Tourette's moments that she wants to have around me. I will know what it's about and I will understand it. And I will probably make some jokes out of it just to be like, to make the situation less awkward. So I'm like, to me, I don't care for that stuff, but yeah, I guess maybe with others they did, and they were wasn't really agreeing with her and stuff. I'm like, y'all tripping, man. But anyways, yeah, that's about it. That's all I can really discuss right now. I probably might do a part two if I do come across any other like controversial videos. I have to say I've uploaded. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. I think I should do it for my gaming channel. I'll probably work on that tonight because I know I've done some controversial videos on my gaming channel. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching in or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. And I just released some merch. It's like a reversed like version of how my name TMossBoss looks. So yeah, just go check it out. It's pretty dope. But anyways, talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching in or listening, and peace.